What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shotgun, the 96 Judge here with our Sunset Week quarterfinals this week, guys. And this is pretty exciting. We finished the season overall as the number 3 seed, and due to the amount of drops and stuff we had, it actually was the top 6 that made playoffs. And so, yeah, first two got around one bye, which kind of made sense. So we have we're gonna have Damien going against Griffin, and they will face the number 1 seed. We will either be me or my opponent this week, Revan. Whoever wins this game goes against Jay Jordy, who we have faced last season, and we technically should not have won the game versus him, but we take the victories nonetheless. But anyways, um, so basically, we've beaten both the person that is in the semifinals right now, and we have beaten both Revan before in the past. We pretty much body bagged him with Reddy Draco, so sorry, Revan. But yeah. But this is a very exciting matchup because I've changed my team a lot, and I think it's gonna maybe help me. I think it helped me better than it is gonna be last time. But you guys are excited, but like, haven't already, subscribe if you are new. Join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'll be thrilling with the king of the crew. And with that, let's break down this matchup. So this is Revan's team that he had last time, right? And this is why, if anyone's new here, I like to actually go over my opponent's old team that we faced in like either potentially in the regular season, or if not, into the next going weeks, so that way I can break down my opponent's team. So last time we were really expecting him to bring the Bisharp, the Gastrodon, and the Druddigon, along with things like potentially things like Gengar, Rabombi, and Torn, make a Medicham, and stuff like that. He did not bring Medicham last time, and he did not bring Bisharp, Gastro, and Druddigon. He didn't bring like his walls per se. He just brought kind of more of an offense and then like one wall and Oddno. Torn, we saw a nasty plot, so he's like a nasty plot set, so definitely something to know right there. Rabombi most likely had Moonblast, Sticky Webs. I don't know if it had Bug Buzz. It might have had Bug Buzz, but I don't know. But Rabombi definitely was Bug Buzz. It was not Focus Sash last time. If my hunch is correct, Revan, if he brings it this time, will be Focus Sash versus not having it be Focus Sash because he was possibly either Choice Scarf. No, he wasn't Choice Scarf. He could have been potentially just been a berry like the Babiri Berry or the Flying Berry potentially. I think he was not expecting me to have Meteor Beam to go for everything like that. So there's something to do with that. So Rabombi definitely is something that does. Gengar, I think he was definitely Specs Gengar last time, and I do expect him to want to maybe bring back Gengar for redemption. And I think Gengar, either being Specs and or Scarf, could be very annoying for other team. I kind of see more Scarf Gengar this time, but he could bring the exact same Gengar being Specs. Now, he's easily going to have Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave. I don't know what his fourth move would be. It would either be Thunderbolt, it would either be Dazzling Gleam, because he needs something to hit my Celesteela, which Shadow Ball can, but if he doesn't want super effective damage, then I would say Shadow, then Thunderbolt. But I think ultimately he will rock potentially the Dazzling Gleam just for Regidrago, and he could potentially be able to go from there because of the effect of that. But I don't know. I don't know how Revan thinks and everything like that. Last time he brought Guts Luxray instead of Intimidate Luxray. I felt like if you were going to bring Luxray versus me, I feel like maybe abusing Intimidate in a defensive set with Luxray was better, but he went with the Guts route. And I don't think Luxray was the bring versus me last time when they have like Thunderous, but there's a decent chance with that. Maybe ground typing and everything like that, and having Regidrago. But this time around, we got Crocodile, we've got Regidrago, we've got Darm, so we have a lot of things that are faster and hit harder on Luxray now. Colossal, he brought last time, and it only showed off Flare Blitz. I don't know if it was a berry. I don't know if it was Assault Vested. I don't know exactly what he had. Actually, if it was Assault Vested, he would have lived ahead with a Shell Stress Blastoise. So I don't think it was Assault Vested. He could have been Choice Banded. He could have been maybe a berry potentially, but definitely something to know with that. And he brought Audino, which was extremely annoying last time. I think it was more of a kind of somewhat specially defensive Audino with some defense investment. He had Wish, Toxic, and Protect leftovers, so he was being very annoying. So this last move either was a normal type move, potentially knockoff, like I don't know, but I do expect the same set again to come to me if we do face it. So looking back at Revan's team, he has Mega Medicham, Colossal, Audino, Rabombi, Gastrodon, Gengar, Thwacky, Torn T, Cryogonal, Bisharp, Luxray, and Druddigon. This time, I don't see him bringing Bisharp or Drogon. I don't think those are coming this week. And I don't think he's bringing Luxray again. I think he's going to learn his lesson from last time and not bring Luxray. Cryogonal, with the stuff we've added to our arsenal, has potential to show up this week. It does have the potential to show up this week and try to take advantage of the Hail team that we could have and spam Blizzard on our side of the field. There is a somewhat chance I don't see him bringing Torn because of our Hail team for that reason. I kind of don't see him, but he could still bring it. It's definitely a very logical bring. It could just be Yachi Berry instead. But again, it's something I can kind of see him bring. And honestly, I'm very scared of Thwacky. And that's something that you'll probably never hear a grown man say. But I am scared of Thwacky in this matchup. And the reason why I say I'm scared of Thwacky in this matchup, that Grassy Glide is going to be really annoying. I do expect him to run more of an Adamant Thwacky too with a Eviolite. Like, Thwacky checks Crocodile. Thwacky can check Blastoise. Thwacky can check Aurora's and Arctivish. And it's a big problem versus our team, and then outspeed things like Wigglytuff and stuff like that. Like, we don't have the best answers to Thwacky. Like, Thwacky's only struggles he's gonna have is Celesteela, Thundurus, Roserade, and potentially Regidrago and Darmanitan. I only have 5 mons on my team that can easily come in and beat Thwacky, obviously, right? But everything else on my team doesn't want to take either a Choice Banded hit or an Adamant Stab Grassy Glide and just take a massive damage, you know? So definitely have a good chance that he will bring Thwacky this week. But again, something to just put in the air, not just guarantee. But looking at his team, from his original team, he's definitely bringing, I think, 4 of the 6 coming back again. Like I said, I do think Colossal comes back. I think Colossal's matchup actually versus us is really good. If he can try to trick us into giving him a Steam Engine, that definitely wins him the game potentially. I think Aldino comes exactly the same set, everything like that. Rabambi comes, I do expect maybe the same set, except the item might be now Focus Sash instead of maybe potentially a Reducing Berry. Either Spectre Scarf Gengar is coming this week. I do think he's going to bring Gastrodon this time because of the fact we do have Crocodile and Darm, and he needs something to really stop those two from just spamming attacks on his side of the field. I think also having something like this where he can just Toxic Recover against Blastoise is going to be really good. I do think he's bringing Mega. I 100% believe him to bring Mega Medicham this time because it's good against Crocodile, it's good against Celesteela without the boost. It's relatively good against Thundurus because unless we don't have any boosted ways to get hit it, it's faster than Darnell's and Scarf. It's faster than Regidrago. It beats my Ice Core, and it's even a really good one to hit against Wigglytuff as well because it can hit it for normal stab and everything like that. So again, I really think he's going to bring Mega Medicham this time. We're going to be fully prepared for it. If he doesn't bring it again, then Revan, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's going on in your system, but we're going to figure that out. But yeah, those are the 6 I expect to remember. Like I said, I can potentially see maybe Cryogonal show up. I'm not guaranteeing it could. There's still a good chance that he could bring Torn. If he does, I'm going to fully expect it is Yachi Berry. And there's a really strong chance he can bring Thwacky. And if I had to pick any of the 6 that he could drop for Thwacky, I can maybe see Colossal if he's not feeling too confident with Colossal's abilities to be able to do it. Or maybe potentially Gastro because I do have some freeze dry mons as well, along with Grass Knot and Thundurus and my Rose Raid and stuff like that. But again, I can kind of see him not doing that. Again, the only mon thing on this team that if he was to drop something for would be Colossal, and I think it would either be for Tornty or for Thwacky 100%. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring the team because we are bringing, I would say, definitely 4 of the same 6 that we brought last time. And we're using 2 of the nuns we made some transactions for to bring in this week. So, kicking it off first, we have Crusader, the Mega Gallade, Revan's mascot mod that we hope to beat him with his own mascot because we need to make sure we're shiny too. We're running Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, Drain Punch, and Psycho Cut. My dual stab literally smacks up Revan's team so hard that I think it was the perfect bring on the last. You have Shadow Sneak there. Shadow Sneak is really good in case we get boosted. If it's enough to kill Mega Redchamp, we can go for a super effective stab attack instead of going for a Psycho Cut, which is neutral, obviously, but can still pick up the KO. Shadow Sneak is also there primarily for Gengar. Gengar, it basically gets chipped away and taken out, and then we could just basically be excuse me, set for right there. And I think it'd be a super good way to get rid of Gengar right at the gate, because Gengar is relatively a big threat versus us. And it eliminates one of the options for me to just spam knockoff when I can then start spamming Earthquake. But we're running 40 HP max attack, and we are actually running speed for Cryogonal. Now, I was like, there could be the chances here I can just run speed for Mega Champ and then give myself a lot more bulk. But on the off chance that he does bring Cryogonal, I want to be checked and make sure we're faster so we can confirm if it is Scarf and or Specs. If it's Scarf, it's faster than me. I still take one hit and I get a recovery back. If it's not faster than me, then it's potentially Specs or a different item of sorts. Well, obviously we'll know it's Specs by damage output, but otherwise. But again, I felt like Gallade was a mon that we needed to have speed for some things in the back as a reassurance policy. I mean, it still makes it faster than Medicham, but it's just a tiny less more bulk. But I think Mega Gallade can basically win us the game potentially. Not going to work. Last time we had the Tilted Towers, which definitely put in a massive ton of work against Revan. The only problem was we would have to rely on Meteor Beam. So hopefully, also not to also die to a attack from Colossal, which we would have easily had died, I think, probably from full, because he was most likely probably choice banded on that thing. I didn't really want to take a chance to. I mean, we probably would have won just 6-0 with that, but I didn't want to take my chances. But we're running a Tautomized Earthquake, Heavy Slam, and Giga Drain with Metal Coat, 80 HP, max attack, Adamant, 32 into defense, 12 speed up, 132 speed. Now, the speed is there to outspeed Rabombi. So if anything is faster than Rabombi, well, that's Scarfed, which is really good. And you're going to see the theme of this team being around Rabombi's speed control for a few months. So definitely something to note right there. But with having Celesteela this week with the Metal Coat, it essentially guarantees almost every single KO with Heavy Slam. I originally had Rock Slide on this set, but then I looked at Heavy Slam, and Heavy Slam at neutral with Max Attack Adamant almost pretty much guarantees Metachamp. If I take like 5% chip off of him with just a tiny bit of it, this kills. Obviously, High Jump Kick does guarantee knocking me out. Well, I don't think High Jump Kick guarantee knocking me out now with the defense and HP investment, so I can freely set up and Totemize in front of that thing. And if he misses, then it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, and everything like that. But then I get a free Totemize sweep, and then I can just click Earthquake instead of Heavy Slam. We do have Giga Drain there, even though we are a minus attack nature. I expect more for physically defensive Gastrodon. And what's really good is that Giga Drain guaranteed 2 KOs Gastrodon, even if it's like if it's gonna be the set it is, even if we're on minus attack nature. We are running more of a physically offensive steel, so we're gonna get the beast boost in attack versus anything. I want him to bait that we're bringing Meteor Beam again, so he can be more prepared this time, and he could maybe run a Chardy Berry on his Rabombi instead of that, and then we could just try to get him again. This might just be my lead. Not gonna lie, this might be my lead. If I see the exact same team, this is my lead 100%. If I don't see the exact same team, this could be the lead. If not anything else, could potentially be my lead. So up next, we're bringing back your boy Reggie Drago. I know we have not really used Reggie Drago at all a lot this season. It's just because I feel like some of the matchups, the fairy types we went against, were kind of the harder fairy types that I felt not totally sure going against. But like fairy types like Rabombi, and we have coverage for Rabombi, that makes bringing Reggie Drago worth because that's how good Reggie Drago can really be. And we haven't used it a lot, but he still has done a ton for us. I think he's still 5-3 or something like that, or 5-2. So he's been one of the ones that we did not run a lot, but has shown that he can put in a lot of work. We're running Dragon Inspire Fang, Dragon Claw, and Dragon Energy. Basically, they're roughly the same set, and I think we ran the exact same spreads and everything. However, this time around, we are running the Lonely Nature. Now, this is a very big risk of sorts on my end, and here's the reason why. I died a one hit from Mega Medicham. If anything, if he lives an attack from me, which really is terrible. However, with the lonely nature at +1, Fire Fang can still guarantee potentially kill Rabombi after chip damage. And again, I don't really expect Rabombi to live any hit and just die. And if it gets the chip damage I need, then it's gonna just die, which is gonna be really good. And what's really good is I still have anyone hit from this thing. Now, obviously, if I run Expert Belt, I can KO it. But again, if it's Focus Sash, I don't want to risk that chance. I could have maybe ran a Weakness Policy potentially, but I didn't really like the optional Weakness Policy with Reggie Draco. I just felt like it was way too risky, and I don't want to take too many risks, even though there's going to be a set that we're going to say it's a little risky. Too risky. We are running the Dragon Fang. Dragon Fang boosts my Dragon's move. So basically, we have Dragon Ball plus Dragon Fang, which gives me pretty much like times 4 stab for my attacks, which is going to be really, really good. If we could start Dragon boosting up, we basically just murder his team with Dragon Claw. And that's again, the reason why I have Dragon Energy is only really there in case I want to just start hitting things. But obviously, if I'm getting weaker, Dragon Energy is not going to hit hard. But that's where it can hopefully lead from going from Dragon Energy into Dragon Claw to KO some things, which is going to be really important. Because, like, again, that Gastrodon, I do expect Toxic Protect, not Toxic Protect, Toxic Recover, and then probably dual stab versus me. Or I could potentially see Ice Beam and Scald and stuff like that. But I generally think Reggie Draco can put in work, and I think can definitely break like he did last time. I don't think he might win like last time, but he can definitely break for us like last time. We're bringing ACDC the Thunderous again this time. I think we're changing the setup a little bit. I don't remember. But we're running Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Defog, and Grass Knot. Pretty much just max max so we can outspeed the Metacham. We don't outspeed things obviously like Torn, but Torn can't really beat me. The only thing that can beat me on his team that's faster than me is Cryogonal. So again, I don't even think there's a chance Cryogonal could come, but he could still. I decided to risk it. We go Magnet because at +2, unless for some if like Colossal is not especially defensive, which I don't think it's going to be, pretty much at +2, Magnet kills everything I need for Thunderbolt. And with Grassnot, it's just there for Gastron. Like literally, I could spam T-Bolt against this team. Obviously, if he brings Thwacky, this does really nothing. But Thwacky can't really touch me per se, so I don't really kind of care for Thwacky in this matchup to do anything. The best he can do to me is knock off. I don't think he gets a rock type move, and if I do anything, he would probably be Grassy Glide, another grass type move, U-turn, knockoff. If I had to guess, so I don't think he's gonna really be able to touch me really. So I really didn't bother with that. And Thunderous has been around the moment. It's been putting a lot of good work this season. So I really hope Thunderous is going to be able to do it again. We do have Defog on there as a way to remove hazards on our side of the field. Again, if webs are gone, webs are a blessing and a half. Because I do have another one that doesn't care about webs, but I want webs gone just in case like some of my other mons are in the back here. They can put in a lot of work. Up next, we're bringing Fire DK, and this is the set I was talking about. This is the only set I'm super scared to bring, but I think can put in a ton of work. We're running Substitute, Belly Drum, Fire Punch Earthquake, Sheer Force, Darmanitan with the Slack Berry. For those who don't know what the Slack Berry does, it gives you a +1 speed when you are roughly around 1/4 if you are HP. So what I'm deciding to do is take a bit of a gamble here, is make my HP even. So that way my HP when it goes down, because when it goes into half, it'll go down to about 126 right around now. It's going to go 126, and then going from another half, that is going to go down to about 63, where I will think it's 63. Yeah, 63, which I think will trigger it, and if not, it'll trigger around the 20 something percent range, like that, for the 1/4 of my max HP. So and we have used Slackberry before one other time, and it came in clutch and it won us a game. So I think this could work. Last time we tried doing this, I ran Flame Charge Belly Drum to try to get the speed boost, and Flame Charge ignores by sheer force, which really sucks. Like, why does Hammer Arm still affect me that way? Anyway, that's tough for another day. But basically, what this is designed to do is just punch holes. It's not designed to win, it is designed to punch holes. The goal is to hopefully get this thing subbed up in front of something like Audino, click belly drum, and then start spamming attacks. If for some reason like we don't kill and Gastro clicks either Earth Power or Skull to break the sub, I keep clean sub, and then if I get my Select Berry off, then he can't outspeed me with anything unless something Choice Scarf, which is going to be really good, and then we Earthquake kill again. That's why I'm not putting in a lot of HP investment. I want to try to get my Select Berry to activate as soon as possible. We are running Adam max attack, 60 in defense, 76 in special defense, and 116 speed. Once we get the speed, we're faster than everything. His team again, everything Scarf. Like again, he didn't bring any Scarfers last time. There's a decent chance he won't bring Scarfers again this time. So there's something to note with that. And last but not least, who's also going to make his debut against Revan is going to be Crocky Might. We haven't really used Crocodile that well, and I really think we could have used Crocodile better in certain games, but it's one of those things where you just can't, you know, do the most with it. But we are bringing Crocodile with knockoff, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Darker Slayer, Choice Scarf. We're getting enough speed out, speed the max speed on Rabombi, which again, we're proving that we're going to make sure we're faster and everything on this team. 100% with the 140. 36 defense, 4 defense, 76 special attack, and max attack, adamant nature. Knockoff, again, spamming is really good. And we are running Moxie. It's a little bit risky to run Moxie, but I think Moxie pays off for us. Earthquake is spammable against this team besides his Levitators and his Thwacky. Darker Slayer, it's there in case my attack gets neutralized, and I think might not get affected by Darker Slayer. I don't know. And then Rock Slide there in case we want to hit things like the Cryogonal, the Torn, and stuff like that. If we really want to lock into that still. So definitely a lot of options. But yeah, that's gonna be the team. Breaking the fourth wall. The day that this team builder gets recorded is gonna be the same day I'm battling Revan. at night. So yeah, get look for that because the battle will be going up later in the night. Obviously, we'll be going up at the same time. I'm breaking the fourth wall too much for you guys. Right? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your love and support this season. If Revan does beat me, Revan finally gets a win versus me. And if Revan beats me, it's not another world. Like I said in other videos, I'm just gonna start getting super busy at work. So I'm still gonna try to win. But if I lose games and I get knocked out of playoffs or I get no chance to make playoffs and leagues, that's not going to be the only case for me. And I'm just going to look forward just to having fun, finish out these leagues. Definitely taking my somewhat of a break from draft league and maybe going one or two leagues for now on until my schedule starts opening up again. But thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you've been ready. Subscribe if you are new. And until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shocker. Nice to catch up. I'll see you guys later. Peace.